You know, when most people think of Mahjong, they think of a game with a pretty standard set of rules. But what if I told you there's this incredible, almost secret version that was played in private for more than 50 years? Well, today we're diving into the unique world of Karachi Style Mahjong.
So picture this. It's the 1970s. A really close-knit community in Karachi starts playing Mahjong, but they develop their own way of playing. There are no rule books, nothing's written down. It's all passed down from player to player, a living tradition that evolves right there at the game table.
And at the absolute heart of this whole tradition, one person, Mrs. Mumtaz Qadri, who everyone affectionately called Monty. For decades, she was the keeper of the flame, you could say. The dragon lady who not only knew all the rules, but taught this special style to everyone in her circle.
And this quote right here, it says everything you need to know. It's from the dedication in the very first rulebook ever made for this style. And it just shows you, this was never just about tiles and points. It was about joy, about community, and about making sure a tradition she cherished would live on.
Okay, so before we get into all the really cool, unique twists of the Karachi style, let's just do a quick refresher. What's the main goal in any game of Mahjong? What are we all trying to do?
On the surface, it's pretty straightforward. You're trying to be the very first player to get a winning hand of 14 tiles, and that hand has to be built in a specific way. 4 sets, think 3 of a kind or run like a 3-4-5, and 1 pair of identical tiles. That's it. First one to do that yells Mahjong and wins the hand. And these images show it perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the wall, which is where everyone draws their tiles from throughout the game. And on the right, that's what it looks like from your seat. That's a player's hand trying to get all those jumbled tiles organized into those winning sets and pairs. All right, now for the really good stuff. What actually makes Karachi style so different? Well, it's not about using different tiles. It's all about a set of really disciplined restrictions and, honestly, a completely different philosophy about how the game should flow. This right here is probably the first and biggest game changer. In most Mahjong games, if someone discards a tile you need for a sequence, say a 4 of bamboos to go with your 3 and 5, you can call chow and take it. But in Karachi style, nope. Absolutely forbidden. You have to draw every single tile for your sequences yourself. It completely changes the dynamic, making you rely more on your own luck and less on what other people discard. And then there's this, goulash. And no, we are not talking about the stew. In Karachi Mahjong, goulash is this mandatory, totally wild tile exchange. At the start of the game and during one whole round, everybody has to blindly pass 3 of their tiles to another player. It just injects this amazing element of luck and, frankly, chaos right into the game from the get-go. Oh, and the unique rules don't stop there. This style uses jokers, and they're fully wild. They could be any tile you want. And get this, flowers and seasons aren't just for a few little bonus points. No. Getting the right one can literally double your entire score. It all adds up to a game that's really about planning ahead, taking calculated risks, and being ready to adapt. But honestly, the single biggest thing that makes Karachi style what it is the structure of the game itself. The game is split into 4 rounds, or wins, and the rules for what you need to win change completely from one round to the next. So, check out how this works. In the first round, the East Wind, you have to use special honor tiles to win. But then, as soon as you get to the South Wind round, those exact same tiles are forbidden in your hand. Then comes the West Wind round, where every single hand starts with that chaotic goulash exchange. And finally, in the North Wind round, it's all about going for huge, high-scoring special hands. You just can't play the same way the whole time. You're forced to switch up your entire strategy.
So you might be asking, why does one local variation of a game matter so much? Well, because it's a perfect reminder that games are living, breathing things. They aren't just static rules in a box. They get shaped and molded by the people who love and play them.
This quote from the rulebook it captures the feeling perfectly. For this community in Karachi, Mahjong wasn't just a competition. It was the reason to gather. It was the backdrop for friendship. And the unique rules they came up with, that was just a reflection of the kind of experience they wanted to share with each other. And that's really the incredible journey of this game. It started as an unwritten, unspoken tradition shared between friends in their homes, and now it's been carefully written down and preserved in a rulebook. A 50-year legacy that can now be shared with anyone so that this unique dance of strategy and luck can keep going. So it kind of leaves you with the final thought, doesn't it? Think about the games you play, the house rules you have for a card game, or a weird way your family plays a board game. How do those little tweaks, those unwritten rules, tell the secret story of our friendships, our families, and our communities?